Thembi Takeover, 3 to 5 p.m. weekdays, only on Massive Metro.
What a beautiful voice, what a beautiful person. Zikhona just played, and guess what? She's right in front of me.
Hey, I'm so excited.
Are you excited? That's good. I'm also excited. How are you?
Oh, good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. It's such a nice Monday. How's your Monday been?
Quite rough. I wrote like an exam this morning.
Really?
Yeah, work stuff.
Yes.
But then I'm glad I'm here.
No,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. So when are you? So you're independent. You're busy, focused.
I'm busy. I'm at 2 careers at once at the moment. But
okay.
I'm loving my music.
You know, it's so beautiful that you actually fit in today, because our topic today was what is different or what is missing in music. And I want to ask you, what do you think that you're giving us that's missing in music today?
I honestly think authenticity. But I mean, it's natural to draw inspiration from people that are already in the industry. So you kind of you don't want to copy, but you want to draw inspiration. But at the same time, you kind of lose who you are, because if so and so is doing it like that, then I must do it like that or more. Like no, like who are you? Just go back to your roots and then work it from there. If nobody likes you, nobody likes you, as long as you're happy doing what you love. You know.
We've been getting a lot of that, of people actually saying that they're not authentic, or they're not actually being artists anymore, that people are copying everything. So it's actually nice to find out that there's people who still find it that way, to sit down and think that, no, I'm still an artist. So let's go back. For abantu bangazi ukuthi ubani uZikhona, who are you? Where do you come from?
Oh, okay. So now that I'm in Joburg, I'll just take it back a few years.
Yes.
I'm from Grahamstown originally, Eastern Cape, very small town, close to PE. I'm sure everyone knows PE. I grew up there, went to school there. I know a lot of people always ask, how did you know you could sing? You know, that type of thing. So I think I knew from a very small age, because I entered all of the competitions, all of the plays.
You're that girl.
I was that one that came home late, you know, mom always shouting, do your homework first, and I'd be practicing my music instead. So I'm from there, but then I went on to further study information technology, which came as a shock to my peers when I matriculated, because I even got full colors, you know, for cultural stuff, being involved in marimba bands, ensembles, you know, your type of thing. But then I had this great opportunity. Thank God my parents are still both alive. They were able to support me, you know, for me to get educated. And I was like, I was not bad at school. I might as well, you know, use it to my advantage.
Yes.
So I got myself a young degree in computer science, and I got a job. And then I moved to Joburg. It was a big move. My parents are very skeptical, you know, because Grahamstown is very small and tiny. Everybody knows everyone. And then I'm all out here by myself in Joburg. Immediately when I landed in Joburg, a lot of doors opened.
Really?
Every single audition that was out there, I went. I just didn't tell my parents all of the things that I went to. But then they ended up seeing me on TV a few years later.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So why music? Why music?
Why not, if I love it? I
You're
mean,
like, yes.
you know, like the one thing, I don't know if this is too cliche, the one thing that you cannot go a day without thinking about, you know, it haunts me when I'm not singing or when I'm not in studio or whatever. So not that to bash other people's dreams. I mean, not everyone wants to follow this path because they say it's tough and everything. But I think as long as you have a great support system behind you, do it, girl.
You like do it, girl. And the boys. Do it, the girls and the boys. So how did you get discovered? You said you came out on TV. How did you know how hard it is just to be seen there on TV? How did you get to that point?
Oh, okay, a lot of cues, you know. So the first time I made my debut on TV was when I auditioned for Clash of the Choirs, the very first season. I was in Team Zakes, which was the Gauteng 20-piece group. So we made it to the finalists. So out of 7 choirs, we were in the top 3. And then, you know, when it's around the stage of people where they have to vote for you and everything. So that's when people started you know, looking for my handles on social media and everything. And then I just started posting like covers, like singing other people's songs, obviously, because I didn't have my own material then. And I just grew my following from then. But I mean, people who grew up with me, people who knew me from Grahamstown already knew, like, this girl just likes things. We will see her somewhere on TV. Yeah, so that's where it started. But then when I started taking music seriously was when I deviated from the group thing, because I was always used to being in school choirs, everything doing in groups and whatever. And I'm like, why don't I just isolate myself a bit, find out what my strengths are? And I entered The Voice. I mean, that competition is about one person only.
Difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult.
Only on Massive Metro.